Ah, your big day today. Let's make sure you don't miss it this time, eh? You sleep all right? I've brought you the local paper. Thought you might want to see the front page article. Sorry, but I thought you'd probably want to know.
Mr. Evans?
I thought I told you last night.
It's got nothing to do with that, all right? I don't want any Christmas boxes.
Yeah, well, just as well.
And the birthday gave the Christmas box too. What did he look like?
What the hell should I know?
Please, Mr. Evans.
I don't know. He was just a lad, you know, cheeky little blighter.
Did he have light brown hair and wear a bomber jacket?
Yeah, probably. Look, I didn't look too closely. Can't help you, I'm afraid. This is appalling. Take a look at that. I mean, you expect that kind of thing from your tabloids, but not from your local paper. Now, I'm going to write a complaint. I think that is disgusting.
How's Pauline going to feel when she reads this?
Did you get much sleep?
A couple of hours, eventually.
How you feeling? Sorry, silly question. Ruth's coming round in a minute. She's taking the day off too. Just sorting it out. Wait, he's going to get bail.
I keep thinking about him. How's he going to cope?
Well, he was in shock, wasn't he? He'll be all right, Mum.
Yeah. Listen, Mark, can you take Martin to school for me, honey? I'm going to the police station, try and see your dad and give him some clean clothes.
Where's Martin now?
Well, I told him there's been a misunderstanding and his dad's helping the police sort it out. And if he hears anything at school, he's to take no notice, because his dad will explain it all to him tonight when he comes home. See you later.
OK, Mum.
Hello, Ruth. Sorry I can't stop, love. I'm just off to the police station. See you later.
See you, Mum.
I don't suppose she's seen this, has she?
Here, have a look at this.
I'm not talking to you, Grant.
What? Just because I don't want Minnie the Minx as a lodger?
Tiffany's my friend.
You will forget that and have a look at this. See, I told you you'd be interested.
Go on, read it.
Arthur Fowler, found a member of Wolford's Flowering Wilderness Committee, spent last night languishing in a police cell. He stands accused of defrauding the organisation to the tune of £20,000. Although bailed to appear before Wolford Magistrate Court yesterday morning, he failed to turn up. A warrant was issued and he was subsequently arrested by officers of Metropolitan Police. He will appear in court today to face remand hearing.
Go on.
It gets better.
It gets worse.
Go on.
Mr. Fowler, a popular figure on Turpin Road Market where he works as a street cleaner, had earlier been anxious to discount speculation that a long-term clandestine love affair with blonde-haired divorcee Mrs. Christine Hewitt had left him struggling financially. When questioned by reporters, he reacted forcefully. "I'm an innocent man," he declared. "It's all lies." Mr. Fowler is married with 3 children.
Can we keep it from her? I don't see how.
Oh, no appetite then? Not even a cup of tea? Ah, well, if you change your mind, I can always rustle you up a piece of toast. Just ring the bell.
The whereabouts of the £20,000 is still unknown. See page 2 for more details. Here we are. Oh, another picture. I thought it was all over between Arthur and that woman.
You're not reading that muck, are you, Ethel?
Well, I mean, why do they keep dragging this business up, then?
Because it sells papers. The guy that wrote it's a sewer rat.
Oh, my goodness. Terry Furby's dead.
Who?
Terry Furby, the scout leader. He was a great friend of my husband's. I haven't seen him for years. Well, I never. Oh, a long illness. That means cancer. Leaves a widow. Well, I didn't think there was anybody who didn't know old Terry Furby.
So, who is this Mrs. Hewitt?
It's not even worth discussing, Martin.
Yeah, but who is she?
Christine Hewitt was the woman that Arthur had a fling with. Well, must have been a couple of years ago now. But it was finished and done with ages ago. So where did they rake that up from? That's what I'd like to know. Who told them? Because I tell you this, if I got my hands on them, some people are just plain sick.
Anyone tea in the pot?
No, thanks. I'm not feeling very good.
Oh, well, why don't you go back upstairs and have a nice little lie down?
Yeah, I might just do that.
Seen that?
We didn't know whether to show it to you or not. But then we figured everyone else around here would have read it and you were bound to see it sooner or later. I don't know what to say, Mum. I'm just so angry.
Never going to have that people in the house again.
The thing is, we all know it's untrue. Don't you worry. Everyone will realise it's just a pack of lies.
Well, this explains it then.
What?
Well, all the funny looks I was getting on the market this morning.
How was Dad, anyway?
Oh, he was with his solicitor, so I wasn't able to see him, but I was allowed to leave the clothes.
Hey, come on.
Oh, sorry, Pauline. Is this a bad moment?
No, come in, Billy. Have you seen the paper?
Listen, Mum, I'm going to nip home and put a tie on. I'll be about 10 minutes. Is that all right?
Yes, I'll come with you, kid. See you later. Well, gossips round here must think they've won the lottery.
You don't want to pay any attention to them, Pauline.
I'll tell you what really annoys me about all this. Is that here's Arthur. He's got to be completely innocent, hasn't he, Phil? I mean, he has. You'd agree with me with that, wouldn't you, Phil? And yet the real criminals get away scot-free. I mean, there's people who've committed murder who haven't been caught. What about that woman they found down by the river last year? No one's ever been charged for that. And that poor old woman who got turned over in her own flat, they never got the bloke who done that. And Frank's car lot, when that went up in smoke, there was a young lad killed then, wasn't there? Did they find who done it? No, I reckon they gave up looking after a week. And yet here's Arthur, who's
Roger,
never...
will you just shut up? I'm trying to concentrate.
Mrs. Fowler?
Yes?
Hello, I'm Janet Stoddard, your husband's solicitor. We did speak on the phone.
Oh, right. How is he?
He's looking forward to coming home with you tonight.
Oh, so he'll get bail then?
I hope so.
Who was that?
My opponent, from the Crown Prosecution Service. I think we better get inside. They're about to start.
Oh, right.
Come on.
Listen out for number 7.
Number 7.
I tell you, there are going to be a lot of people with egg on their face by the time this is all over, including the Walford Gazette. I was appalled when I saw that this morning.
Now look, that's him. That's the bloke.
All rise.
What number is that?
7.
Number 17, Jonathan Malone.
You bloodsucker. You knew Terry Furby, didn't you?
Oh, it wasn't him I knew so much as his wife.
Oh, she's the widow Furby now, isn't she? I'll tell you something. He never had a bean. He gave all his life to the community, and then what happened to him? Buried on the parish.
You know she smells. No, I don't. That's a lie. How do you know? And she talks in her sleep and all.
She's making all this up, you know.
I'm not. And you should have heard what she said.
Well, come on then. What is it?
No, not in front of Sarah. She's too young.
Come on. What did I say?
All right, then. He sat bolt upright and went, Arthur Fowler, man of me dreams. I shouldn't laugh, really, because any bloke who's got 20 grand in his pocket has got to be worth a second glance, isn't he?
What's up, Robbie?
Everything in the whole wide world has gone wrong for me, Gran. I'm fed up with it.
So what can I get you?
Well, nothing. I've got no money.
How would it be if I made you a nice bacon and tomato sandwich with brown sauce on top? Just how you like it. My treat.
I don't eat meat, Gran.
You think of bacon as meat? I don't. No, beef. That is real meat. But bacon? Mm-mm. Tell me, Robbie, were you ever in the Scouts?
No, I was in the Cubs. Or Waggle Woggle and Dib Dib Dib. Nah, no thanks.
Ah, so you won't remember Terry Furby then?
Shall I tell you who?
Oh, that's very kind of you, Robbie. 2 teas of coffee and 3 Danish pastries, please.
Cheese and tomato sandwich, please, Gran.
Yeah, but I was just...
Cheese and tomato sandwich, please, Gran.
Robbie, 2 teas of coffee and 3 Danishes.
I'm broke.
He's lying. He's been collecting his Christmas boxes. Mum told me he's got loads of money.
Oh, my wallet's in my other jacket.
Other jacket.
She's a lovely girl, Robbie.
Who is? What are you talking about?
Nothing.
You're well in there. I'd say he fancies you rotten.
Oh, don't embarrass her, Tiff.
Well, just 'cause he's your brother. Take no notice of this, Sarah. Do you fancy him? Well, take that as a yes. Come on, Boo. Let's leave her to it.
Where you going? Don't go.
Well, we don't want to cramp your style, do we? Boo, do you want to leave some money for the coffees?
Oh, yeah. You can finish mine.
There's a space now there for you, Robbie, if you want it.
Young love.
Different from my day. At least we used to talk to each other.
The application for bail is granted, subject to the conditions outlined by your solicitor. You will appear before this court again 2 weeks from today, on December the 21st. Is that clear? You may go.
How much longer?
Number 4, Matthew Simons. Number 7, Arthur Fowler.
Hiya.
Hi.
Do you mind?
Oh, I'm going in a bit.
Do you want a bit of my sandwich?
Oh, no thanks.
I like your scarf. Why's Tiffany moved in with Bianca? She must be mad.
Well, her dad's asked his girlfriend to move in. She didn't like it, so she's left home.
So what's happened to her real mum? Eh?
Her real mum left her.
My real dad did that too. You sure you don't want to bite my sandwich? So you all right then?
Bye.
Your dad all right? Tony? Good, good. Did you watch telly last night?
Mr. Fowler?
Yes.
Date of birth?
19th of August, 1943.
And your present address is?
45 Albert Square, Walford.
And today you're being represented by Mrs. Stoddard, I understand.
That is correct.
And there's no plea being entered today?
No.
You may sit down.
Arthur Fowler was arrested on Thursday the 30th of November. He was bailed to appear in this court yesterday. He failed to do so. A warrant was issued for his arrest, and Mr. Fowler was taken into police custody yesterday afternoon. In view of the amount of money involved in the theft, we will be applying for the case to be dealt with at the Crown Court. We anticipate being ready for mode of trial within 2 weeks' time.
Is there to be an application for bail?
There is, Your Worship.
Which we will be opposing, Your Worship. We believe that it is in both Mr. Fowler's interest and those of the public that he be remanded in custody. There are several factors I would ask Your Worship to consider. Mr. Fowler is well known within his local community. Strong feelings have been aroused. There are fears for Mr. Fowler's safety. Nor can we discount the possibility that Mr. Fowler might seek to interfere with potential witnesses. There is, too, the fact that the money, some £20,000, has yet to be traced. Inquiries are continuing, and Mr. Fowler's release on bail may jeopardise the police's efforts in this regard. Mr. Fowler also has a history of psychiatric illness. There is a fear that, given the history and the gravity of the charges facing him, Mr. Fowler might seek to do injury to himself. And then, of course, there's the fact that he failed to appear here yesterday. If it happened once, it can happen again. I would ask Your Worships to turn down the application.
Mind if I join you, Ethel?
Oh.
How can any one woman make 2 cups of tea last 3 hours? I ought to tell her to go, you know, but I ain't got the art. She'd drive me out of business.
I signed his death certificate.
Was it cancer? I knew it. How's his widow?
Oh, well, I don't suppose for a moment old Terry Furby had any life insurance. He wasn't that sort of bloke.
No. Well, we ought to organise a fund, a memorial fund. I mean, we could put up a plaque or a statue or something, and then anything that was over, we could give it to the widow. You see, lots of people would want to put money into a good cause like that.
That his failure to appear in court yesterday was an aberration brought on by the stress to which Mr. Fowler has been subjected by this case. And even the local press, which ran a highly distasteful and inaccurate front-page article on this case this morning, had to acknowledge that Mr. Fowler is a trusted and respected member of this community.
With respect to my friend, it is part of the Crown's case that it is precisely this trust and high regard which enabled Mr. Fowler to carry out his crime undetected for so long.
If I may continue. One can point to many areas where Mr. Fowler has assumed a prominent role in community affairs. He has, for some 6 months now, been secretary to the local allotment society.
Yeah, look what happened to half the vegetables.
Is a trusted and valued employee of Walford Borough Council, has been for a number of years. For him to be remanded in custody may well jeopardise this position. Mr. Fowler is a family man, with a wife and 3 children, the youngest of whom is only 10 years old. It is fanciful to suggest that he would run away from his responsibilities. Mr. Fowler is not on trial today. He is entitled to bail. I urge you to grant it.
We shall retire.
All rise.
Well, we'll just have to wait and see.
Why did he have to mention a psychiatric illness?
He's doing his job.
Is it right if I go and have a word?
Yes, of course. Thank you.
Arthur, are you all right?
Oh, yeah, I'm fine. Hey, guess what? The policeman that brought me here was Charlie Strong's nephew. You remember Charlie Strong? He used to play for Walford back in the 60s. Great player. Played wing half. Really, that was his nephew. It's a small world, isn't it? We had a great chap coming here in the back.
Arthur, you are okay, aren't you?
Well, what's the matter? Don't I look all right? Yeah. Did you see the paper this morning?
I thought it was absolutely dreadful. I could have found a better picture of you than that.
Gotcha.
Let me go, you moron.
Give me the money, Kevin.
I ain't got none.
Liar, I know what you've been doing.
All right, let go.
I can't believe you swiped all those Christmas boxes on me. You cheating pig.
Just a laugh.
But I'm not laughing, all right? Now give me the money back. It's mine.
Can't you take a joke?
Just give me the money, Kevin.
You're very popular with the customers, you know, Robbie. They were very generous.
Stop crying about, Kevin.
Do you want all the money? You're quite sure it might go to your head.
No, come on.
There you go, 53p. Sum total of what the people on your round reckon you're worth. Don't spend it all at once.
You're not the only one with brains, Kevin, you know that. I've got an idea that's going to make me a lot more money than that.
We've listened carefully to the arguments presented both by the Crown and by Mr. Fowler's solicitor and given due regard to both. Of course, we're concerned at Mr. Fowler's failure to answer bail yesterday, and by the risk, somewhat minimal, we feel, that he may interfere with witnesses. But our primary worry is this. Mr. Fowler has a good name within the community, one that he stands in danger of losing. He has a history of psychiatric problems. He has a great deal to lose. We fear he may be a danger to himself. The Crown's application for remand in custody is granted. Can the Crown give any indication when they will be ready to proceed?
The police are still making their inquiries at the moment, Your Worship. We are unable to say when all the evidence will be assembled, but would ask for 10 days to progress matters.
My client consents.
Arthur Fowler, you are remanded in custody till December the 18th.
Number 22.
I'll have lasagna and salad. Without the salad. Lasagna and chips. And a bread roll.
Well, you've got to keep your energy up, Nigel, haven't you? Been working hard.
Yeah, just got to go for a Jimmy Riddle.
Help me.
What's up? Worse than useless?
Oh, he's worse than that. That saved my life. Give him a job.
Pop behind the bar again? You must be joking.
We'll make him pot man then. Look, I'll make up the difference in his wages. Go on, Grant. He's ruining the business. And anyway, he can't do half as much harm here as what he's doing to me.
Yeah, I thought we could have a girls' night in tonight. Get a video and a couple of bottles or something. Yeah, I could cook. I said a girls' night in, not a joint suicide attempt. And I thought we could ask Sarah.
What's it with you and her?
Why don't you like her?
Yeah, she's alright, but what's the big deal?
Oh, she reminds me of me lost you.
Nige, do you want the good news or the bad news?
Good news.
Well, Grant's offering you a job here as a pot man, isn't he, Grant?
Oh, thanks, Grant, but I've already got a job. Oh, I see. That's the bad news, is it? Oh, well, it's never really cut out to be a mechanic, was I? What are the career prospects for a pot man then, Grant?
Here, you heard? It's all over the market already.
Heard what?
Arthur never got bail. He's been carted off from remand. Pint, please, Grant.
Mark, do you mind? I'm sorry.
Hello? No, I'm his brother. Oh, I see. Is he all right? Okay. No, I'll come and pick him up. Straight away. Thank you. Yep, bye. That was Martin's headmaster. He's upset because some of the kids have been talking about Dad. All over the school, apparently. But don't worry, the teacher's looking after him. I'll go and pick him up and try and explain. I mean, what do I say? What do I say? Try and look after Mum.
So I was just wondering what the reaction is now he's been put on remand. Are people sort of upset or what? Just trying to get a little bit of background.
Hey, easy. How does it feel to be on a receiving end for once, eh? You'd like to dish it out, but you don't like it when it comes back at you.
I think you better clear off, mate.
Yeah, always the way, innit? Kill the messenger. Well, don't worry. I won't press any charges, but I'll be buying me satsumas elsewhere in future.
All right.
Terry Furby. I've never heard of him.
Were you never in the Scouts then, Grant?
I think you're getting muddled up with a parachute regiment, Ethel. Well, they're similar but different.
Oh, I see. Well, you're not prepared to go along with my idea then, are you?
Ethel, if I put a charity box in the bar every time someone asked me, there'd be no room to serve the beer.
I better forget the old thing then, hadn't I? I mean, you raise all this money for charity and then what happens? I wonder what it's like in prison.
Do you smoke?
No, thanks.
I wasn't offering. Can I have your allowance? I can make it worth your while. Well, make yourself at home.
What you got in the oven, Robbie?
Vegetable cannelloni.
Does Sarah like vegetable cannelloni?
Who's Sarah?
Will you listen to him? Who's Sarah? Blossom saw you in the cafe this morning. He rumbled you. You're not really a vegetarian. You're just trying to impress a girl.
That's a lie.
Yeah? Well, me, Billy and Sonia want to make a bet with you. We bet you a tenner that you'll be eating meat before Christmas, don't we?
Right, you're on. Hey, what's that smell?
Your dinner's burning, Robbie.
Oh,
Oh, no.
Do you fancy a beef burger?
Dad's solicitor's putting in an application for a psychiatric report. I mean, what's she saying? That Dad's gone bonkers or something?
Oh, you know that's not true, Mark.
How's Martin?
Cried himself to sleep. Look, does anyone want a cup of something?
You got any family at all?
Wife and 3 kids. Got some pictures here. Do you want to see?
No, thanks.
What about you?
Did have.
What happened to them?
What always happens to them.
What do you mean?
I'm not gonna spell it out for you.
I'm an innocent man.
Yeah, sure.
It's true.
Everyone in here is an innocent man if you believe them. It gets very boring. If you've got any sense, you'll shut up about it.